Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Fallout Coos Bay mod that I've been working on. Or if you are me, and only me, myself, and I, this will be the fourth time that I'm recording this because my computer likes to start talking and then end the recording for no reason, because he wants to listen to me. Thanks, Benjamin. But I've turned Benjamin off, or at least I figured out how to turn off the command to turn him off. And yeah, so he shouldn't keep stopping the recording. It's driving me crazy. So we're starting over again. Now that that's out of the way, please pardon the cold, the noises, the dog barking, the chair creaking, and the bird peeping. So, welcome to Coos Bay. We are currently standing on the top of the hill of Central Street, or Central Avenue, I suppose it is. This right here in front of us is the street light at the intersection on 10th. Now, there's nothing ahead of me here. This would eventually go up a little farther and then turn onto Ocean going along the hill. But, as you can see, there's nothing right here right yet. So, starting out, that's filler. This is the real estate agency house. I'm getting tired of saying this. Even though this is probably the first time you've heard it. It will be. There is clipping problems with this building. There is a lot that I still need to do, but other than that, it seems to be coming together fairly well. I'm not sure quite what I want to do with it. I'm unhappy with how short it looks from the outside here. And it's a little clunky looking, as are most models in this game that I've been working on. But it's coming along. This street down here will eventually go down to Minga's Park. There'll be more houses this way, and as you can see, there's a road leading over to Old Macaulay. But we're going to take Central for old time's sake. That way you guys know what's going on, and it's a little bit more recognizable. That's a bed and breakfast. I think that's I don't know what that is. It's a law firm or something. There's supposed to be a Mexican restaurant here, but the Fallout universe tells me I have to condense everything because the world's smaller and you only put important stuff in here because otherwise it's going to be absolutely freaking massive and take forever. So I'm not doing that. This right here is supposed to be a liquor store, but it's not. It's going to be all just little apartment buildings because Creative Liberty, Fallout universe split in the 1948 or so. If you've watched the previous video, then you know what's going on, really. Otherwise, I'm just skipping over everything like a jerkwad. Old Macaulay Hospital had an update, and it's still around in this universe because I decided that screw our universe. I'm not going in any interior cells because that takes forever and it's a pain in the neck and it's getting dark out. So we are not doing that. But once it gets dark, we're going to go through a lot of this stuff because the lighting in here is looking pretty dang awesome. I'm not sure if I want to have a good or a bad guy sitting around in here. Maybe a traitor, maybe just raiders, but we have raiders on the other side of this building. Here's a little bit of an interior. It falls into the next building. This one took me a few days to make, and I'm scrolling through it so fast you can't see it. But yeah, this one's turning out fairly well. We'll get there. Don't look at it yet. This one right here is the next broken down building that you can't see because, once again, I'm moving way too fast. Here's one of the working lights. They're going to have a little bit of a hideaway up in here. And a headache if they look at the walls. Here is where the computer cut me out the first time I was recording. Looking out at Old Macaulay. Jump down there. There's a little coffee stand. That's a placeholder for the City Hall, which I'm way too lazy to make, even though it'd be easy. We've been down Central, and who left that gate open? The whole building. Like I said, a little coffee stand. I think it's a Dutch Bros. And I've had to condense quite a bit. There's no City Hall cutting down the middle of Central because that drives me crazy, and not in my Fallout universe. Here's McKay's. It's a super duper mart in here because heck with it. I don't know if I want to do an interior cell for this, but I have boards over the doors just to remind myself that I can't go in there yet, maybe, ever. In all reality, for the fourth time that I've said this now, this should all be down in Mill Slope because McKay's was built pretty much right on the middle of the gosh darn slope. But it's kind of a landmark, so I put the slope right through here. It's getting foggy. I love doing stuff like that. Where is my hardened sniper rifle that allows me to see things a little better, but not any better at all? I like crashing ships into buildings like that, especially in the slough because it looks cool. That is a horrendous draw distance. And the hills just load in like that. It's great. It's wonderful. All of a sudden, boom, forest. Bada bing, a cherry tree. We've been in there, I think, in the last episode, so once again, I'm not doing interior sales. Look at the Tioga just fall in and out of existence. It has LOD, but for some reason the LOD is not wanting to work. None of the LOD is wanting to work, otherwise you can see Marshfield from here. And just about everything else that's more than 50 feet in front of you. I don't know who left this gate open. Might have been me. Oh, hello there. Ripe for the picking. Yeah, we'll get there. I hate how those buildings keep doing this. It's driving me bonkers. Anyways, this isn't too terribly special yet. I might put a homeless man in here, just because I feel like it. It's probably going to be a furniture store. I don't know if it's going to have a second story to it. It's placeholders, lots and lots of placeholders. There's no slough, cutting through, jolly good. This has been worked on quite a bit, because none of this was in here. It was all empty space. We'll get there. Bullards, those are called bullards, because I could not find them in the editor. Drove me bonkers. You know, we're going to go in a little bit. This has changed. Yay! Woo! Exciting! Let's move away from the only interesting part of town to babble on about something that doesn't exist. Shall we? This here has not changed much. At least I don't think it's changed much. I don't know. I'm the one that's been seeing it piece for piece, tile by tile, board by board, all of that fun stuff. Who keeps leaving these gates open? Turns out that's static. No, I've only recorded like 2 of these videos, but this thing keeps moving around. Sometimes it's in the middle of the street, sometimes it's upside down. It's been driving me crazy. How am I screwing this up in the editor every single time? Well, it turns out that thing moves around like these vehicles do. You know how if you're heavy enough or you throw something at them, they budge? Yeah, turns out that thing acts a lot like the vehicles do. It's a little unsettling. This is my project for today, before I start my homework like I should. No, I've spent the last 2 hours recording a 10-minute video clip because my computer keeps interrupting me over and over and over again, even though this is just more procrastination. Yay. Centerville. I'm not going over anything that I was in the last 3 videos, am I? You wouldn't know, though. Since I can't change the texture, well, I can change the texture, just it would change all of the textures on the road pieces. They're all stuck with the yellow line in the middle, white lines on the side. This is what I might end up doing for the double-laned traffic. But I'm not enjoying this centerpiece, so I thought, hey, why not use this one? Because of those things. Right there. That's why. I need to do things for, like, 101 and Newmark and all that good stuff. That's why this is over here. What's that little thing poking out over there? Those are just floating pieces. Ignore them. Don't look at them. It hurts their feelings. That's looking kind of cool. Beautiful weather we're having. This is the world that I started with. Now let's watch Coos Bay clunkily spawn into existence, shall we? Wow. That was majestic. Oh shoot, we're on! Yeah, this was another way that I might end up doing it, but like I said, white lines to yellow lines, can't switch them. Even though sometimes they have a mesh switch. Oh, beautiful. Seriously, guys, stop. Okay, this is driving me crazy. But you know what this is? The Tioga was not built in Coos Bay. The Tioga was built in the Glowing Sea. So this right here is actually a tree from the Glowing Sea that I accidentally selected when I copied and pasted it over into this world space. So there's Glowing Sea trees down there. but it just looks like a board sticking out of the ground that somebody's gonna fall and stab themselves with. Cool. 10 minutes of me babbling to myself. You're welcome. Okay, I don't know if I've said this already, because I've said it 4 times now, but I want to move these walls around, turn this into a restaurant. I feel so freaking enthusiastic. Yay. That truck should not be in there. You missed my surprise in the previous video, unless this is the video where I was surprised that I saw it in here, because I don't know if we made it that far.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
I can't remember the last time my computer didn't interrupt me, close my game, stop the recording, and make me start all over again.
Things need shaking up over here. Get some guys that have half a brain, at least.
Yeah. Open the doors. Close the doors. The art building, everybody. Yay. Bullards. Those are called bullards. Yes, we've been through here. This looks really cool at nighttime. This road's going to be removed at some point. Got a bridge on there. Yeah, we're going to come back to this when it's darker. That looks cooler. That house right there is my favorite part. It makes me laugh every single time I look at it. Just the way that it's sitting in there. Help me! I added a hedge here because the emptiness was making me uncomfortable. And there's a hedge there in real life. Those are placeholders. Ignore them. Don't look at them. It only encourages them. I really hope... You know what, lady? You know what? Just so you don't blow up my cars, I'm going to remove you from my game. Because I know you're going to ruin my game. Yeah, I haven't been wanting to remove NPCs or anything really, because I don't want them blowing up my vehicles that I keep setting around the world. But then again, I don't want my NPCs dying for when I'm recording things, because otherwise it's just going to be a bunch of dead bodies and no enemies anywhere. But I digress. Plants, everybody. Really bad texture. Oh my god. Oh man. It looked cooler from the game editor. Here's the baseball field without the baseball court thing in it yet. You see, she's being good. Pardon my cold. Still getting over it. What am I looking at? I'm looking at the grandstands at Marshfield High. Good old Marshfield High. I think last time you were here, this may have been the only house that was over here. If there were any houses over here. I've done a lot of work over here too, but not really. I can't remember. It's been so long, but it hasn't been any time at all. This is the intersection of Hall and 7th, right where that wide staircase is, to get up to the parking lot, which in my universe, in my world, in my everything is Marshfield High, which is my everything. Which also looks incredible at nighttime, which should be coming soon. This lighting is perfect for this area, which I love this area too. It turned out frighteningly well. Oh man, just look at those god rays. Baby. That's the cemetery, in case none of you guys could figure that out. By none of you guys, I mean the 3 people that will ever watch this. Oh, I need to blow my nose or something that's driving me mad. That is the world I started with. A whole lot of nothing, which is what I feel inside. That house is really well for its placing. And this hill turned out really darn well, if I can boast myself here. I mean, it's the perfect slope. I mean, it's awesome. And loading landscape. And Marshfield High, which doesn't look the same as last time because it was much different lighting. Much different lighting made it look much better. Now it's just overgrown and gross. Like my nose. Too much information, Ryan. You didn't want to know that. I don't care. Actually, I do care. Because 3 people that are ever going to watch this might cut out before I finish. And, you know, I don't even know why you care. I care. I'm probably the only one that does care. This is my cemetery. This is where I bury people. No, this turned out really freaking well. Lots of things in this have turned out really freaking well. yeah, I really like this right here. This looks cool. I'm just gonna fell off right there. I'm proud of myself. Let me rub it in on the internet. Yep, this is Marshfield. If I put it side by side with the real world Marshfield, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Except this one's somehow cleaner. No matter what I do to it, it is always cleaner. I could literally cover this thing head to toe in dirt. It'd still look cleaner than our Marshfield. So, let's do some flying. You can still see all of the other commands from the last few times I've recorded this. Let's see if this looks as cool as it did in the last time. No, it's not, because of the lighting. What a pessimist I am. Wow. 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 Ow. Ow. It's a Robin Williams reference that no one understands but me. Just like most of my other jokes are references that no one understands. Oh, yeah. That's nice. You know, it's kind of lonely here without her standing there shooting at me and threatening to explode all these vehicles. If I take her head off, can I still resurrect her? Yeah, we're just flying over. I'm going to show you everything now, in case you missed it. I put rat stakes in there. I keep forgetting about them. Especially when they attack me. It just makes me jump. Ooh, wow, that's so cool, Ryan. Here's Mill Slough, cutting through town with its boats and crap. I can't remember if I've gone over everything again. I've gone over it so many times, I can't remember which recording I'm on, what I've talked about. Oh, no! You're my favorite. Yeah, those are placeholders. They're kind of gross looking. Come with me, and you'll see a world of pure imagination. That's just weird. This is what we have load on distance models for. Come on, guys. This is bad. It looks terrible. Yeah, we'll get to that once it gets a little bit darker. You know what? You're gonna see something really cool here. I love doing this. This one. Oh, shoot. Of course, I had to move. Okay, now, let's try this again. Let's stick with this lighting, shall we? Because it's some pretty neat lighting. Oh man, we gotta go back. We gotta go back, Marty! Back to the future! Oh, I love this lighting. It's very Coos Bay. Even though Coos Bay's a bit brighter than this, and murkier. You can't even tell when things don't load in, because really that Marshfield there's only that one wall. There you go. There you are. My eyes! This is 20 minutes of something nobody's gonna watch but me, and I'm gonna watch it like 20 times, slapping my knee. Ha ha ha, this is great. Let's see, right here's another one of my favorite views. Just look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah! Anyways, now run all the way back again. It's been 20 minutes. Yeah, the fog's starting to lift. That's not good. What time is it? It is 12:24 a.m. So the fog shouldn't be lifting. be getting darker. But no, the game doesn't want to have dark nights. I have to install a mod for that. And then when the night's dark, I can't see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, just look at that. That looks awesome. Yeah. Need to put a running generator there. Yeah, just a lot of the lighting I've been working on is... I'm proud of myself. Yeah, that looks nice. For the most part. Now, in order to do this, this takes like 10 different models. Actually, this one doesn't because it doesn't have all the smoke, which is really the reason it's such a pain in the neck. Is all of this smoky stuff. The smoke right here, the meshes, actually take up like a 20-foot radius. So, whenever I try and select like the light bulb or the lamp or the light or the directional light or any of the other smoke, I only ever select the large smoke. So I have to move it every time I want to get to something else. And then there's a smaller large smoke right around that. Good, it moves. Just like the Red Rocket Station. Yeah. This is some good lighting. Except for that hurts.
Who's that?
It's just Ryan, your god. And his trusty bird Ares and his babbling computer Benjamin. Who thankfully hasn't cut us out because I had to turn him off. Which I didn't know I could do. I just muted him, really. It's going to tell you to see the pretty lights. You know, I kind of hope that whoever is watching this has noticed the playback speed under settings for videos. You can set this to like twice the speed. You get the same video, it's just only half the time. It's great. I'm running through everything I want to show you. Oh, wow, pretty lights. There's nothing in there.
Yes?
Yet.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? She looks worried. She should be. Yeah, this takes just a lot. The stupid fog that looks really cool is just a... What is that? Cool. What am I doing? Where am I? This looks like home, but it's cleaner than home. Saw a video. Some guy was talking about Fallout 4. He's like, well, if I want to hang out in a crappy ruined area, I wouldn't go to Fallout. I'd just go to your house for dinner. Something along the lines of that. It was hilarious. It was quick. It was sharp. And it was fun. Yay! Eerie darkness. So I suppose this is where we shall end the video in almost 25 minutes. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for letting me bend your ear.